Yahuah, why are there so many fake believers on YouTube? Why are these people choosing death? They keep thinking that it's going to make me get off of YouTube or whatever. It's not. Now, Lola Wola, you got an image up here. Oh, I got a prophetic word. Literally, this image is the same image I shared with my husband, yo, on her screen today. It's on the timeline. Let's go to it. I shared this with my husband, right? This exact picture, minus the lamb in the background, that she shared 9 hours ago. I'm like, yeah, you have no such thing as coincidence, right? But I'm like, the other person you showed the other day, it's like, why did you have some of these people who the first time we saw them on our timeline, Father, they seem to have had their own identity. I mean, look, Chris Union here today, he was talking about God embraces all of you, inspiration, series day 1, right? So you have these people who seem to have their own identity. Then you have a bunch of these other people who are either witchcraft is being done against their channel or they're partaking in witchcraft. The other woman who was like laughing and doing other stuff, she was partaking in witchcraft. What was that, Heart of Ruth once or whatever? It wasn't even the first encounter we had. That other woman who was Islam, at first she wasn't. Then she started partaking in it. Nate was another one of them people. Lana don't even be on here and they be having her information from her website and stuff on here. Like, come on. I just be like, yo, Father, why are there so many dead people out here? Like dead in Ruach, not just with ungodly spirits. Why are there so many fake prophetic voices on here on YouTube? Fake believers. And they like, and this other woman is like, they don't want you to be seen. I know what it's been through, Stephanie. Like, I know what it's going through, and so thinks you the stuff. And like, it's like, what? They talked about Shantai, Janae. I can't pronounce her name. I don't want to say that. But somebody else was referencing her and stuff. And like, no, that's not going to happen. Of course, Father, you showed us this stuff about Daniela. Remember when we gave that dream about the Spanish woman and her hair was blonde? And then Daniela, the next week, she had black hair. Like, we have brought that stuff up. And then remember when there was assaults of like, you keep coming against me and my family and this and that. But then remember there have been all of these other people that started saying shalom. She started to be one of them and showed Jewish things and started standing there like, and we're like, there's one thing with influence. But Father, every person is supposed to be walking in their identity with you. Why do they keep on trying to take on the identity of other people? Like, that's why I'm saying, why are there so many fake believers out here? Or like fake Christians? I can't even say though all of those people were Christians. Now this other person, the Asian lady, no, she wasn't like that. She did a prayer. She automatically from the get-go, she was just like, basically canceling all the witchcraft that be happening on YouTube, all of the demonic stuff, all the ungodly things that be happening on YouTube. Then you keep getting these fake prophetic voices, the other people that are like, oh, we're all on the same team, or you're Nate's team, we're in Daniela's team, or we're this and that. That's what they used to say. Or this other one stuff, and like, I know, I've been through it before. It's like, what? Why are they doing all of that? Are they not supposed to be serving you? Newman was one of the other ones. She was talking about shalom. Can't remember if the first time she was on her feed that she always used to say that or not. But she was the one praying against all of that nonsense too. And I was just like, Father, again, why are there all of these like fake believers on here? I know we're in the last days. I know it says the love of many will wax cold, but I also know it says they will call evil good and good evil. I know a lot of these people are out here preaching these prosperity gospels. I know there's a lot of people doing that, but at the same time, like, come on. Whether they're a Christian or not. He said, where Christians humble me. These things, I saw part of his testimony in the feed, like, well, come on, what is it up with this? The combating, because you have raised your daughters up. And you've raised your sons, and you're raising your children up. You're raising Israel. And as it is the true Israel, at the same time, you had a lot of You had a lot of copycats. That's what the adversary does. Copycat. You had a lot of copycats. You got a lot of the real daughters out here. Then you got a lot of copycats. That Asian woman, for example, she was a real believer. She was not like them other one. That one that was like Muslim converted to Christian, and them other women that are so-called Christians, but they were at first. The first time they was on the feed, it seemed like they were living out their identity in you. Then the next thing I know, the next thing we saw, they living out somebody else's identity. They trying to be like somebody else. They trying to be like these other voices. Their influence, it's like, stop falling for the YouTube algorithm planning programming. Like, I am so tired of these people who are supposed to be children of Elohim, supposed to be believers, taking on the identity of what YouTube says their identity should be. Oh, we're trying to keep up with you. We're trying to... know how many people we had got to say, like, you don't know what others are going through and all of that kind of stuff. It's like, you are supposed to be who Elohim made you. Literally, stop. Stop taking on these false, like, just to stay on trend. You gonna give up Elohim and what he desires for you and who he made you and called you to be, to mimic somebody else, to copycat somebody else, to be like somebody else, or to be so enamored with somebody else. That's idol worship. That's idol worship. Like, I am so tired of seeing people who profess to be believers, especially these Christians. It's not just Christians, but especially these Christians, who Elohim can use you for his purposes, or you want to really be a good and faithful servant, be a good and faithful servant. Like, stop falling for I'm going to be just like the whatever YouTube wants me to be. No, you're supposed to be on here being who Elohim wants you to be. You are supposed to be a light. You are not literally supposed to be replicating other people and repeating their identity and repeating the things that they give and repeating the things that they talk about. That is not your audience. You are not me. Or vice versa. Like, why? Why the heck are these people now? Although I gotta change. Now I gotta say shalom, shalom, because you say shalom. No, you don't. Stop doing that. It's not real. It's not really you. Stop taking it on. All of these people now, you want to say shalom. You wasn't saying shalom before. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to be on here allowing yourself to be influenced by other people, another channel, and other voices. You're not supposed to be following man. You're supposed to be following the Father. You're supposed to be following Messiah. It is ridiculous. This woman on here. Sorry, I remember seeing a video about her talking about her farm, and then the next thing I know, one funds start coming out. We're still looking for funds and this and that. Then she on here about it's only a test real one. Like, I haven't seen nothing about the farm since. Like, I'm not trying to be, but Father, these are real things that I'm like, why? What is this? What is this? I'm not saying this person isn't being who you created them to be, but come on, I thought the whole purpose was the farm. Elohim gave this purpose for this, and now why are we talking about being dialed up or coming up here to be dialed up? Not that those things don't matter. Not that those things don't matter if you don't want to be a preacher. Send someone wanted to try to come to us knowing we have a union of Elohim, and they talk about you supposed to be with me, another pastor. Get out of here. Like, what is wrong with these people? I was like, what is wrong with these people, Father? Why would we want to be with anybody else but our husband, the husband that Elohim gave to us? I'm like, what is wrong with people that they would even consider something outside of that? Especially people who call themselves believers. How could you look Elohim in the face? How could you look Messiah in the face? You see Messiah, you see the Father. How can you look him in the face and be like, I know you gave me this husband, I know you gave me this wife, but let me go over here and try to talk. I'm not interested in you. I don't want you looking my way. I don't want you talking to me. I don't want you bothering me. Like, what is wrong with these people? I don't care if you were inspired, influenced. Oh, you know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to do all these motherly things. Like, I didn't come on here. It's not for you to be enamored. It's for you to be like, Elohim is a great father. I should be following him. I should have a love for him. I should be drawn to him. I should be seeking him. He should be number one in my life. Number one in my life. Like, what is wrong with these people? I was like, why would I want to have anything to do with you? Why? Why would I be interested in anyone other than the husband Elohim gave me? I'm not. Leave me the heck alone. All of these daggone strange men and people bother me. Like, leave me alone. I am not interested. You are not my husband. You are not the husband Elohim gave me. You are not his name. You are not his identity. You can never be. On the reversal, for a woman, for a sister or brother in faith, like, you cannot be me and I can't be you and don't want to be. Like, what is wrong with that? Love Elohim, like, where again is the love of Elohim? Where is the loyalty, the commitment to Elohim? Because what he said is so. Even when people don't see it on earth. Say he says you are going to have, what if Elohim told you were going to have 10 children? And he like, you'll have 10 children in the next 12 years. Like, what if he told somebody that? This is just a random hypothetical. And so you're like, well, I don't see the 10 children. When are they going to come? Or you're going to be like, oh, Elohim didn't say it. What if he's like, I wrote your 10 children down in the scrolls of heaven already. I already told you who they are. I already gave you their names. And he did the same for you, and he did the same for your spouse. Are you going to be like, well, all the people around me, or the people on YouTube, or the people in my community, they don't believe it. Or the pastors at the church, they don't believe it. Or my relatives don't believe it. Or what if even my spouse doesn't believe it? Didn't that happen in the Word? Zechariah and so many others? And he couldn't talk to the prophecy was fulfilled? Like, what is wrong with people not wanting you, Father? Not wanting what you want? Desire Elohim. Like, oh my goodness, is the first thing you do, desire Elohim. If it's the last thing you do, desire Elohim. Seek him with your whole heart. Love him with everything.